Hi everyone. Thanks again for all the questions that you sent in, asking me to talk about in these little videos. Someone asked me to comment on Dar Khalifa and to look back over the 20 years that I've owned this house and lived here. I'm sitting, as you can see, in the library, which is in the oldest part of the house. It's a room that obviously was always here and was certainly here when I bought the house. But it's a room that, through my dogged determination, I transformed and had this very lovely cedarwood library built quite a few years ago. I remember arriving at Dar Khalifa with Rachna, my wife, and Ariane, my daughter, and Timur, my very little son, who was little more than a baby. And I remember thinking to myself, God help us, what have I done? I've dragged this sweet little family to a haunted, wild rumpus of a house in a shanty town, in a fully loaded shanty town, in Casablanca, a city I didn't know, in Morocco, a country I thought I knew because I had been here on holiday a few times. Over the last 2 decades, all kinds of experiences have presented themselves, mostly in this house or attached to it in some way. I'm guessing a lot of people who are watching this read my book, The Caliph's House, and maybe some of you have actually been here and stood in this library and walked around Dar Khalifa. As I look back at the 2 decades that I've spent here obsessing about the Caliph's House, I feel a sense of jaw-dropping privilege. Like you could never imagine that. I don't know how it happened. I don't know that I was worthy of it, living here and having Dar Khalifa in my life. But every day that I've spent here has taught me something. And it's almost as if Dar Khalifa itself is the great magician. It's the object, the teacher, the whatever it is that has instructed me and honed me like nothing else in my life. I love thinking about the house. I love daydreaming about it, imagining all the astonishing parties that have taken place and the fascinating people who have walked through the doors long before my time. But most of all, I like to imagine its future and to get into my head that I'm just a part of Dar Khalifa's life for a little bit of a time, although it's a major part of my life. But flipping it around, the house will, inshallah, as we say in Morocco, will go on and on and on. And it will have adventures and other owners and many other lives to come.